All right, so this is how to change the AC unit filter. This is the size of the filter. It's a 20 by 30 by 1. Inside the AC unit closet, there's a box with additional filters in it. So feel free to use them. I change them every 6 months, but it's up to you where you're when you think you should replace filters. Let's see, let me take this off here. There we go. And then this comes down. That's the old filter right there. And all you gotta do is pull it out. The first thing to do is make sure that the AC is off. Obviously, otherwise you're gonna have a lot of air flowing through here, and it's gonna be very hard to remove that. And now we just installed a new filter here. And see right there, has an arrow for the airflow. Airflow, since air is coming from the house into here, the airflow is going that way. So you want the arrow pointing in that direction. And then close this up and snap it in place. Close this up, snap it in place. And that is it. Here's how to replace the batteries on the smart locks that we have in the house. You can fold this up and you can see there's a little lip right here, and that is so you can grab with 2 fingers and pull it up. And you can see the 4 AA batteries there. At this point, all you gotta do is remove the old batteries on the case. There's 1, 2, 3, and 4. And replace them with 4 new ones. One, 2, 3. Oh, there we go. Better. And 4. And it's ready to get back in the door. We're gonna go ahead and place it back in the door with the 4 new batteries. And just drop it like that. It says right there, do not insert batteries until the lock has been installed on the door, but the lock is already installed, so all you gotta do is drop it in place. It'll make a noise right there. Press the button to reset. And slide this back into place. There we go. That 2 beeps right there says that it's ready to go. Let's see. Let me put the code in the back and see if it opens and closes. Well, that's a lock. And open. And closes. There you go. Batteries replaced. Oh, I didn't slide this correctly. There we go. There we go. It's got a slide. There you go. Much better now. And there it is. Batteries replaced in the smart locks. And here's how to replace the filter in the Samsung refrigerator. The filter is located right there. Very easy to find, right in front of you. This thing lifts up and you would turn it counterclockwise. And then you'll be able to pull it out. And there's the filter. Now the filter, I just replaced it, but let me show you how to put it back in. So you'll take this back up, stick it in there. All right, and you turn it clockwise and it'll screw it right in place. And see, when you line up the arrow with the lock, that's when you know it's completely locked. And when you line up the arrow with the unlock sign, that's when you know it's ready to pull out. And just close it. And that is how you replace the filter in the refrigerator. I left some leftover brand new filters here with the seal on, ready to use. I replace them every 6 months, and the cool thing about this refrigerator is that it will remind you to replace every 6 months. So once you set up the refrigerator, you can set it up to remind you to replace the water filter every 6 months. And the kitchen range fan has this these lights that can be turned on just by pushing on them. You can hear them click. See that? And here too. You can also turn them on with this remote. Green turns that one on, green turns that one off, and you can turn them all off. Look at that. Okay. And there are some other settings here that you can play with if you want to. To replace the batteries on these things, they're actually attached to slide into a couple of screws that are drilled in there. So you just move them to the side. See what I did? Move them outward and pull down, and you can see the screws here and here that they go to, and where they go to right there, there and there. Okay, so to replace the batteries on the lights, it's as simple as turning towards the back. You see a arrow pointing in that direction. You're just gonna slide it towards that direction, and there are the batteries. We're gonna remove these batteries and put fresh ones in there. Same thing here. And we're gonna replace them with 6 other batteries. And look at the direction the batteries go, just like any other battery operated equipment. See, the light just came on there. And there it is. We're gonna take the cover plate back on, and this time we're gonna slide it in the opposite direction. Now we're ready to install it back up. And again, to install them back up, you're gonna line up the holes there with the screws and push inward this time. See, that's outward, that's inward. There you go. And batteries don't change. These batteries normally last us about 6 months or so, depending on how much you use them. This is the well pump that feeds into the sprinkler system. Here in northern Florida, we don't freeze often, but we do every now and then. And when it starts getting into the 40s, as a preventive measure, I like to get the pump ready for winter. To get it ready for winter, I wrap it with this insulated material that's made for outdoor equipment. You can see it's got insulated, and it's Velcro, and it's got these holes in here so that you can put zip ties. So, but I'm gonna go ahead and wrap it up right now, since it's already November is going to be in 2 days, and that way you don't have to take care of it. But just wanted to let you know what that, if you see this, what's underneath it, and that is the well pump. And that's what it looks like once it's wrapped up. Now you know that underneath there is the well pump. You're gonna see this plastic rack here also. Here is the I believe it's called the overflow, so that We don't push well water into the city water, but it's hidden here, and underneath a plastic rock right here, there is an insulator there too. So the pipes there don't freeze. And lastly, the other thing I do is I take some regular R insulation for the roof, and I put it on my main water valve right there. So I stick it in there, wrap it in there, so that it doesn't freeze. Again, freezing in this part of the country is it's probably a once in a winter thing, maybe for a day or two, but it can cause a lot of damage. So in the summertime, you can just go ahead, if you want to take it off, you can leave it on, you can take it off. You can take off the zip ties, and the Velcro rips open and save the insulation wrap for the following winter. I will leave some of these zip ties in the garage in case you feel the need to wrap it back up. And let me give you a quick tour around the house, so you know where things are. This is the electrical panel, obviously, and this is the Enphase system hooked up to the solar panels in the back. And not a bad idea to know where that is, because if you're renting here, then you'll be taking advantage of a free solar power, because the panels are in the back. All you got to do is when you start your account with FPL, the Florida Power Line, and then after that, go to the metering page and submit a metering application, which takes about 3 to 4 working days to get approved. And then after that, there's nothing else to do. They'll start crediting you for power being produced by the solar panels. This area right here is where I place the garbage cans, and the garbage cans, I place them right there. The blue is the recycle, the gray is the regular trash, and the brown is mulch and grass and flowers. They pick up the recycle on Thursday mornings, and the mulch too. They pick it up on Thursday mornings, and the gray one, the trash, they pick them up on Friday mornings. And this right here is the sewage grinding pump. It's right in there. This right here is the electrical panel that goes to it. If you ever see this light on, turn off all the water, because that means that the pump is not pumping into the city sewage out there. And eventually, if you keep running water, it will overflow here, and you don't want that. So if you see this light, stop running water in the house. There's a phone number. You can call this one, but I'm going to give you another phone number to call. They're more reliable people. This right here, it's actually under the concrete and goes up here, and you'll see that there are backyard lights, and they're Wi-Fi controlled. And I will provide you with the app that you can use to control the lights wirelessly, and you can change colors, and you can program it to turn on, turn off. This furniture stays here with you, so you can enjoy the backyard. That door, that's the back door to the living room, and that's the back door to the master bedroom. They both have smart locks in there. This right here is the AC condenser outside. Again, if you have any issues with that, let me know. and I'll get an AC technician here. Every now and then you'll see this right here. What they are is fire ants. I called EnviroGuard already, and they're coming tomorrow to spray the front and the backyard. It happens sometimes, but once they spray, after a week or two, they go away. And if you have any issues later on, you can call EnviroGuard. They're going to have your name attached to the account, and you'll be able to schedule them to come outside or inside the house to spray. If you're just spraying outside the house, then you don't need to be home. But if you're spraying inside the house, then you do. And I want to show you this part right here. This is steps here, right, that takes you to a ditch drain for storm water, in case of hurricanes, to avoid flooding and things like that. The only thing that you would need to do here is keep this grass trimmed. See that? And here, if you just keep the grass trimmed, that's really all you need to do. It is part of the property, but yeah, that's the only thing. And there's a storm drain here, and this is just a walkway here that I built next to the neighbor. The neighbor has a fence out here that he can walk down here to access the back to keep his trimmed as well. These are drains I have in the backyard, buried underneath. There are French drains that actually come around this way and drain down all the way through here, so it'll go into the stormwater management system. And you can see that is a drain. There's nothing to do there. Just make sure that it's not blocked with anything, because that's the water that comes out of the spout. You've got another gate to the side here, and here's where the sprinkler system controller is. This is a rubber cover, and you can, this one actually already come off. It's attached with magnets here, but it's a ratio 3, and when you come, you want to take that off and press reset the Wi-Fi, so that you can control the system from your phone remotely. I have it already turned off. There's no Wi-Fi in the house now. That's why you see it like this. But when you come, download the app, and I'll tell you which app it is, so you can set up the Wi-Fi controlled irrigation system. And I'll also provide you with a kind of like a house guide, if you will. I don't know what to call it. That things that I learned about taking care of the lawn, like how often to water and when. It's all in there month by month. And but if you have any questions, don't hesitate to give me or Nana a call, and we can answer them for you. Well, let's go inside. Well, before we go inside, here's the other smart lock right here, and the doorbell cam. It's flashing red because there's no Wi-Fi here at the house right now. Okay, we'll start from the front. Again, the smart lock in the house, and let's start to the right here. In this room right here, we have we can see that there are alarms on each window, and there are also glass breaking detector noise. So if they break the glass, all the windows in the house are equipped with this one. Now this right here are blinds. These are really easy to operate, obviously. One up, one down. Right. And these two are, I think they're the only ones that operate this way in the house. I'll show you the other ones. Up and cord down. There we go. The switches right here that you're gonna see throughout the house are called Deco switch. They are very easy to move. It sounds like it's broken, but it's not. When I did that, they're really easy to replace. You can actually just pull this thing out and pull it out. That is a Deco switch. No need for wiring. Look at that. Push it back in. Put the little blue tab back inside and pop this in. And there you are. Deco switches. The house is equipped with those. There's a couple of different types in the house, and I'll show you. This blind right here is operated differently. This blind doesn't have the cord. This blind, you gotta pull down yourself. And so yeah, if you pull it down, just pull it down and it rolls back up. If you want to bring it down again, you bring it down and back down again so it'll lock. And if you want to bring it back up, bring it down and bring it back up. There you are. The rest of the blinds in the house operate just like this one I just showed you. Okay, next, the two smaller bedrooms to the right here. Here is the AC unit, and there I posted a video already in this channel on how to replace the filter that's here. Here are a couple of extra filters, so you can replace them yourself. There you go. There you go. The size is 2031, and here there are plenty of filters there. I replace them every 6 months, and yeah, I find that is, even after replacing after 6 months, it's still fairly clean. Our vents, we don't have a pad and we don't smoke, so our vents are very clean already, and this is a new house. Again, Deco switches. Let's see what else in this. Okay, so this bedroom, all the bedrooms except the master bedroom have this remote. This remote controls that up there. You notice that I have it set up with the light on all the time, so I can just turn it on and off with the switch. See that? But I can also, if I wanted to, I can turn it on and off with a remote. Or I can turn on the fan with a remote. Okay, and it's got a couple of different variable speeds for the fan. Or I can just turn off the fan. Anyway, I like to leave however you want to have it. I like to leave it with the light on so that people can just come in and turn on the switch. And every room is going to have one of these remotes by the window sill for you. All right, the next room is very much like the last one. Light on. So correction from the last one. This bedroom doesn't have one of those remotes. This one is manually. Okay, it's manually operated that way. The blinds are operated the same way that I showed you earlier. And here's the closet. This is one of the 3 bathrooms. The other bathroom has them like that. This is magnetic, really easy to use. We love them, so we replaced those from manufacturer. That way it's easier for us. And these are just a regular push button to close, push button to open. This is a towel closet, nothing special to it. This right here is another closet. This is the main AC controller. It's reset now because I turned off the Wi-Fi, but I can just turn it on and off. It operates without Wi-Fi basically, or you can hook up to the Wi-Fi. But that's where the AC controller is. If you ever get an error saying that the batteries for the AC controller are dead, they are located right here. You just pull it out just like that, and there are the batteries right there. They're regular 3 AA batteries, and you can just push it back in place, and it's right back at work. Keep going all the way to the end of the house to the right. That's the backyard. See that? We already saw that. It's the master bedroom with the back door. Now the back door in the master bedroom is the same has the same type blinds as the back door in the living room, and you can operate them right here on this knob right here. You can go up, down, see, and you can adjust them yourself however you want to. Then if you want to just get rid of the blinds completely, see this right here, you just pull down. Watch this, see that? And just pull up to bring it back down. So, and again, another smart lock here. I showed another video on how to replace, there's another video on this channel on how to replace the batteries on the smart locks. And all the outside doors, this one, the back door back there that I'm gonna show you later, and the front door have a door alarm. Also, the garage door has a door alarm too, and I will show you that. The blinds here operate the same way as I showed you earlier. Up, down, lock, up, down, lock. Deco switches here, you'll see that this one is a smart deco switch. It's actually Wi-Fi operated. You can set it up that way or not. To turn it on, just press the button and you can make the light less bright or more bright, dimmer and brighter. So you can adjust it right there, or you can adjust them Wi-Fi. This right here controls the fan. Turn it on, the fan turns on. And this little thing here operates if it's all the way up, it's on high. If it's all the way down, it's on low. So it's got 3 settings: low, medium, and high, and off and on. This switch right here is connected to the light out back there. So it's a little complicated because this one is that middle switch and that switch there are a double switch that controls the lights outside. All right, no special switches here, just on and off deco switches. All right, and here's another one. Here's another one. And here's another one. And that's the fan, the last one. Let's see. Here, same thing. Push in to close, push down to open. This blind, although this glass, they can't really tell what's it's frosted. We decided to put a blind just in case. I mean, you can see shapes, right? So just a little more privacy. The shower, it's got 2 different ones, right? You can control it through here, or just shower head right there. Magnetic. The master closet. The only thing I wanted to point out in the master closet is that we're bringing you we're leaving a safe here. So if you have weapons, you can store them here, or if you have anything that you think is worth storing here. There's a loaded little box here with a key, okay? And another key here for the safe. These are my keys. When you take the key off, you just want to put that little rubber thing in there, but I'm going to place it right here for now. since I want to leave the key here so you know where the keys are located. It is hooked up to the wall back here, so it won't, you know, you can push in a little bit, but it won't come off because it's anchored to the wall for safety. Now we're back in the living room, and these are the same blinds, solar blinds that I showed you earlier. They all operate the same way. And here are the same shades that I showed you earlier from the living room. Close, open, and close. And the little thing here so you can bring it up and down. There you are. Another deco switch here that controls, it's a 3-way Wi-Fi, controls the lights on and off, and it can be dim. You can dim the lights or make them brighter. This one controls the light outside, and this one controls this light up here. Moving on to the larger 2 bedrooms here. A regular deco switch. Light turns on. See, but I like the first bedroom I show you. By the window sill, there is another remote, and I showed you earlier how to operate the fan and the light right there. The other larger bedroom right here. Nothing special, nothing different to it. It's got the same remote, so you can control the light and the fan, and the same kind of solar blinds, but you know how to use them now. And every room, not just this one, have a smoke detector on it. Okay. The house is wired for coaxial cable, but rarely people use them anymore. But it is wired for it. All right, and last but not least is the living room and kitchen area. Let's see. The kitchen lights are also controlled by a Wi-Fi dimmer from Deco, making dimmer or brighter, just like before. Okay, one thing is that when using the oven, just be careful because the smoke detector is up there. So if you're gonna overcook anything, it will set it off. So just a heads up. It happened to us once. It was fun having the fire department here. A regular microwave, regular oven. A stove. I showed, I placed a video on this channel on how to replace the lights for the over the range lights, right there. You can turn them on, you can turn them off. And there they are. There's a couple other settings. This right here only has a fan. That's why the lights are here in different levels. I'm gonna place right here the key to the mailbox. There's some fridge water filters. There's a video also on this channel on how to replace the water filters for the refrigerator. Some extra light bulbs, some extra 9-volt batteries for smoke detectors if needed. Again, the refrigerator is already set for factory settings. When you come here, just follow the prompt so you can set up, hook it up to your Wi-Fi and so on. It's a flex fridge, so what that means is that the top is it's a refrigerator, a regular refrigerator, right? Again, the water filter is there. Check out the other video that I made on how to replace it. So the top is fridge, and the bottom are freezers. But once you set it up, you can set up this one is a flex. You can make that as a refrigerator, or you can make that as a freezer. And that's always a freezer. And your ice, big cubes are gonna be dumped here automatically, and little cubes are gonna be dumped here automatically. This right here, I made a video also on how to replace the batteries for this faucet. The kitchen faucet is a touch faucet, so when I turn it on, I'm not going to do that because Nan already just cleaned it and it's all dried out. But you can, there's a video on this channel on how to replace it, and I'll show you how to use it. So basically, you turn that over this way on, water will come out. If you touch anywhere where the metal is, it'll turn off. If you touch again anywhere where the metal is, it'll turn back on. This part right here is not metal, it's plastic, so that you can still use it and not turn on and off. Okay. But what's gonna happen is that for us, depends on how much you use it, but for us, every 6 months or so, we notice that we turn it on, the water's not coming on, so that's just an indicator that the batteries are going bad. The batteries are located here. Again, check out the video on how to replace them. It's in this channel. And yeah. Also, there's a fire extinguisher here for you. Hopefully you never have to use it, but it is there if you need it. And the plug for the kitchen sink. One thing we'll ask you, if you could please leave this here on at all times. It's just to avoid the sink from being scratched. But if you could do that, we'll really appreciate it. And that's your standard Whirlpool dishwasher. Nothing special to it. Let's see. Everything's out, everything's good. Leave it open. And I think that is it for, there's some plugs there. That is it for the living room. One more thing, I almost forgot. This is where you control everything from. This is the ADT front panel. If you turned on the ADT system, you'll be able to control, and you have to set it up, right? You'll be able to control from here the lights that are Wi-Fi. Not all the deco switches are Wi-Fi, but only the ones that are Wi-Fi, the ones in the living room, the ones in the kitchen, the one in the master bedroom, the one in the front porch. All of those are Wi-Fi enabled, so you can control those from here or from your ADTalarm.com app as well, remotely from anywhere in the world, as long as you have Wi-Fi. You also control obviously your ADT alarm system from here. We like ADT because you can automate everything. At 11 o'clock, I have it set up so all our outdoor smart locks lock, and at 6 a.m. they unlock. And also at 11 o'clock, the alarm system will automatically set for stay at home, and it'll turn off again at 6 o'clock in the morning. But you can automate it to whatever times are best for you. This is what we just did, just to show you some of the functionality. And you can connect here also. I had it hooked up where the sprinkler system could be controlled from here and from the alarm.com app. Great. There you go. So Wi-Fi is disconnected because there's no Wi-Fi right now. That's where the Wi-Fi connection is, right here from ADT. But it's disconnected now. System is disarmed. We're gonna go to the garage and I'm gonna show you because there is a garage door sensor there. So if the garage door is left open, your app and this will tell you that it's open. And I'll tell you in the garage, because we have another app. Unfortunately, I was not able to connect it to this system, but we have an app to control the garage door open and close. Here you can see the lights that I have programmed. You're gonna have to program your own once you get your account set up with ADT. But you can turn them all on, all off. You can lock the doors, one door, all the doors, control the AC unit. Yep, and this is sometimes that we triggered it. Anyway, that is the system. And one more time, that is where the ADT Wi-Fi is located here in the living room. And you want it here because it's centrally located in the house, so you have a better range throughout the house. Initially, ADT Guy, when we're not here with the first owners, they installed it in the master bedroom, right in that corner right there. You're gonna see this, but it is a dead connection there because we cut the wire from the outside. Just disregard that. That is a much better location and it's live. It works perfectly. All right, let's see. From here, we're going to, I guess the living room wasn't last. The pantry room. The pantry room is equipped with a deco switch, but it's motion sensor. Watch this. See that? The switch is located right here. So when you walk in, the lights turn on, and they stay on for about a minute or so, and then they turn off by themselves. So you can just close the door, and the deco switch will turn it off. The laundry room also has a motion sensor deco switch. When you walk in, boom, it turns on. There it is right there. That is the vent, dryer, washer, and there are some cabinets here for you to use and store laundry detergent, fold clothes, hand clothes, whatever you want to do. Okay, here's the garage, pretty standard 2-car garage. There's a couple things I left on there, so you can hang anything you want. I had a ladder up there, garden equipment you can hang right there. Here, this is the power. Do not unplug this. Is the power for the camera that sits outside in front of the garage from ADT. I left this here in case I figured you probably would use it, is to hang up pictures on the wall. So they're here. If you don't want them, please feel free to throw them away. These are the zip ties that are used to tie the whale pump thermal cover. In the video that I posted in there in this channel about the whale pump, on where it's located and how to do it if you need to do it, I mentioned that I was going to leave some zip ties here for you in case you needed it, but there they are. Also here, I decided to go ahead and leave them here. It's some Weed B Gon. I figure you can probably use it for the year you're going to be here. There's some fertilizer there for the grass, and insecticides for the grass, although we have EnviroGuard that can come here and spray the yard for insects. But I figure I'd leave it there, and you might use it. This is paint, so I left this for touch-up in case you need it. Okay, so this one right here is for the wall. This is the wall. It's not a full white. It's a very light gray. So that's for the wall. This is for the trimming, for the door and window trimmings, and this one is for the exterior, right out here. In case you need to match any paint, it is there for you. And walking our way through here, that's the water heater, pretty standard, electric. Everything in this house runs electric, which is really convenient because we have solar panels, and there's a lot of free electricity here in this house. This is I believe they told me this was a water valve. I never used it. I'll show you where the main water valve is in the house outside. This is the main circuit breaker, where all standard circuit breakers are, and they're labeled right there. I left this shelf here like I told you I would. I left this one here just to hang a bike rack, so you can hang up a bike so you don't have to sit here. I figure I'll leave it there, it's out of the way, and if you use it, great. If you don't use it, that's okay too. A couple more hanging things here, and these are the hurricane shutters. So they're fabric wise. If you have to evacuate because a hurricane's coming, what I'll ask you is to please, they're really easy to do. They're fitted for every window. Every window has a different measurement. And they're really easy to put on. Like I say, it's fabric, so it's not very heavy to put on. It's very tough fabric. And these are the screws that you use to screw them into the wall. I'll show you outside. I'm gonna place them right here so everything's here together. And I left a spare sprinkler there, just in case the sprinkler system breaks on you, and you need to water the grass, because in the summer, if you don't water the grass for every 2 days or so, it'll dry out. This is access to the attic, and I already sent you a video on the attic. This ladder, it's aluminum, so it's very lightweight, very easy to catch. And there's a light up there. When you climb the ladder, there's a light to the right. All right, let's open the garage door. The garage door, I was saying, is I don't know if you can see it. Let me zoom in. See that little antenna right there? There you go. That's a Wi-Fi antenna. It is controlled. It can be controlled with the app. I sent you the app already. You can download it. Once you set up your Wi-Fi, and you can connect it so you can open and close this garage door. And I also told you that I would point this out. This is the tilt sensor for the garage door. So if your alarm is on and you open the garage door, the alarm will go off. And this door also has one here too. All right, I think that's everything on the garage. And I mentioned that I would show you. Okay, so hurricane shutters, when you place the shutters, the fabric shutters, you see these things right here, you take them off and screw. They're plastic, they're there so the screws and the threads don't corrode. And you screw those little screws that I show you in there to hold the fabric in place. So please install those hurricane shutters if you need to evacuate, or if you don't evacuate and it's hurricane 3 or higher, because things will be flying around here. And that is the camera outside of the garage that's connected to there. All right, and lastly, let me show you where the mailbox is. This is the most convenient part of it. It's right across from the house. It's so convenient. Everybody else in the neighborhood has to walk over here to check their mail, and all you have to do is walk across the street. It is the first box from the left, number 15. And here's the mailbox key that I will place on top of the kitchen counter for you. So, box 15. No mail today. If you have a package that fits in one of these boxes, you'll see a key left over here with the box number, so you can retrieve your package. If your package is bigger than that, no worries, because the mailman will drop it off at the front door for you. Anyway, we just wanted to make this video to let you know where things are in the house. I hope you find it helpful. And if you have any questions, please don't hesitate to give us a call.